Fortnite Season 2 has only been out for a week, but there are so many things you have missed, like a new way to move while knocked. If you have skull charges, you can still use the underworld dash in midair. It's insanely useful to escape enemies, reach your teammates, or even move to zone. And it's not just gameplay Epic pays attention to in making the season, it's also the cosmetics. For anyone who picked up the new Vinderman 2.0 pack, you'll find an incredible detail. Whenever you get down, Dr. Vinderbot's face and hair holograms will actually turn off. Get revived, everything flickers back online. A crazy attention to detail. And Fortnite took things even further with the NPCs this season, giving them a bunch of lore to learn about. Although one thing that players noticed immediately was this secret Easter egg with Artemis. You can sometimes find her doing the Herald's emote, playing with the Chapter 3 island in her hand. That's right, the map with the same codename as hers. There is one thing that's completely unsolved right now, and that's who the mysterious person is camping in the underworld. Head into the caves beneath the castle, and you'll come across a random sofa and TV setup. It could just be a small Easter egg, but the screen is actually turned on, something we rarely see unless it's important, so we're gonna have to keep an eye on this one. While you're in the underworld, one of the best medallions this season is agility. It comes from Cerberus and recharges skull dashes over time, but you probably didn't know the trick to get them back instantly. Simply drop the medallion and pick it up to get a charge back on the spot. And that is not the only secret you're missing out on, because if you're playing in duos or squads, the effect can be shared. Since you can only gain 3 charges, you could drop it to your teammates to give everyone 3, a huge advantage for the next fight. And since there is so much mobility right now, you probably haven't even thought about the train. It hasn't changed since last season, but the stations around the map secretly have. There used to be one outside of Ritzy Rivera, but since the underworld took it over, it's gone. Or so we thought. It has now been replaced by a new station, and if you wait long enough, you could hear demons on the announcement speakers. One thing we're all blasting out of our speakers is Fortnite Festival. Thank you to Epic Games for sponsoring this video and bringing the music to us so we can live out our dreams on stage. Whether you're playing solo or in a party of up to 4 friends, you can find the festival experience in the Discover screen and ready up right into the main stage. Here you'll enter the VIP backroom where you can choose from over 100 jam tracks and counting, all from your favorite artists and different lobby tracks. Once you're ready, head into the spotlight to conquer the tracks on lead guitar, drums, mic, or bass, all in front of a massive crowd. Hit, hold, and lift the notes in time with the beat to play your part and earn points towards your star meter. You can reach a total of 5 per song and boost your multiplier by hitting overdrive. Once the show's over, you can head into the second stage, Jam Stage. Here you can use your jam loops to create remixes with up to 3 players, experiment with instruments, and even tempo. Both experiences contribute to your festival quests, earning points to level up your pass and unlocking the headliner for Season 2, Lady Gaga. So jump in right now and start jamming. Even in Festival, you can earn XP towards the season's battle pass, eventually unlocking Medusa. She obviously fits the myth of having serpents for hair, but take a much closer look and you'll realize the sides of her head aren't just shaved, they're snake scales. While you're taking a close look at her, you might also notice something's off. Players emoting will realize whenever she opens her mouth, she has no teeth. No idea why this happens, but I definitely don't remember this being in Greek mythology. Bringing it back to Dr. Vinderbot, we know his hologram turns off when downed, but did you know his pickaxe also has a secret? With each hit, the glass begins to smash until the vial cracks and then breaks entirely, spilling blue glow everywhere. It even sounds different once the glass is gone. Now there are some details you could only spot if you change your settings. Over at Mount Olympus, the pools here look nice enough to swim in, but turn your graphics to max and you'll realize you're surrounded by fish that swim away from you. And if you're wondering, yes, you could catch them, a great source for extra heals. Also, the fastest way to rotate the season is something you are definitely missing out on. Launch pads usually only send you 60 meters into the air, meaning you could get a decent rotation, but it could get a lot better. You probably tried it while holding the wings, which works, getting you an extra 30 meters, but what if I told you there's another level to this? Combine the wings with a flowberry effect before launching, and now you'll send over 250 meters into the sky, the highest you have ever been able to go with a launch pad. And Fortnite just revealed one of its most popular weapons is set to return soon. The other day, players were in the lobby only to spot an unusual announcement in the newsfeed, the drum gun. It is officially returning in the next update, and Epic leaked it early. It has been updated with a brand new model that allows weapon mods, so get ready for some chaos. One thing nobody expected to get modded was wings. This seemed like a pretty standard item, but there's actually a way to fly without them. Just purchase a prop disguise off Medusa, start flying, and you'll have no wings. It looks really cool, especially with skins like Goku. Just imagine an enemy seeing you hurtle to the ground like this. If you land on an NPC instead, make sure to take them out for the blue weapons, cause they'll now respawn. We've seen this feature in the past, but Epic Epic has secretly added this to the ones you can hire. Anytime you eliminate someone's bodyguard, you can now interact with the ghost on the spot to buy extra loot. But a lot of players will be happy to log in and find free V-Bucks on their account. When the Juby Slide emote released, it was only available for 3 hours until Epic wiped it from the shop. Why? Well, the entire community realized it was just a reskin with new music. They said they'd circle back in the future, but now we have confirmation that both will come as a bundle for just 600 V-Bucks, with Fortnite already granting 400 back to anyone who owns them both. Not the only issue Epic had to deal with, because there's also a bug that would let you fly to heaven. Normally the wings have a charge, so you can only fly for so long before they burn up, but players found a way to break them. By jumping in a dumpster or a toilet, you could use the wings to fly all the way to the sky barrier. It was insane. Now eventually a death barrier will take you back to the lobby, where you'll be able to catch a special secret with Aphrodite. Whenever she's in the locker or lobby, there's a chance she'll stare directly at the camera and eye you up and down. I mean, she is the goddess of love after all. One skin we can't equip yet is Dr. Phil. The man himself put out a video the other day asking for Epic to add him to the game, and I can't lie, his argument, it's pretty solid.
Hey, Fortnite creators, what do I got to do to get my own character? I mean, come on, Eminem's got 3. I got what, 0? I need my own character. Come on.
Players are begging for him to get added, but there's also a large following for Fish Stick. Ever since this statue appeared at Ruin Reels in Season 1, people assumed it would become a skin. Even though we got Ripley Poseidon, leaks reveal that this outfit might still happen. There's an NPC coming later this season codenamed Excellent Bass, which is a perfectly fitting name for someone like Greek Stick. Now sadly you can't stock up on V-Bucks as easily as gold, but there is a trick to make it easier. Each of the weapon bunkers are filled with stacks of bars, but it takes a while to break them all. Well, if you have Icarus wings, simply dive bomb right into them to collect it all in one go. This is especially useful in zero build where you can't place a cone. Back on the surface, there's more to discover thanks to the new statues across the map. Most of them are pretty normal looking, but there is one you should pay attention to, Charon. He can be found at the small landmark and is a key character that takes passengers to the underworld on boats. Compare the statue to this skin from the surveys and we might just be looking at an unreleased outfit. But there's a crazier secret that only a handful of people got to try. For the first few days of the season, the wings will give you a small boost every time you equip them, meaning if you switch rapidly, you could float with no consequences. It was a crazy strat, and some players even racked up wins in tournaments thanks to it. If you want a break from regular BR, we'll soon be able to hop into Midas Presents The Floor is Lava. But Epic didn't just port the old mode back without heating things up. Now when you touch the lava, your weapons will turn gold, just like the Midas effect, and it even works on your pickaxe. If you're driving around with the radio on, you'll probably recognize some songs, but one of them is brand new. Sakura Chill was recently added to the playlist, but the band's name was actually spelled wrong. It wasn't just players that noticed this, Milk Talk themselves posted on the subreddit hoping Epic would fix it soon. Meanwhile, be sure to grab the latest free pack in the item shop. You've probably already seen the new BR and LEGO starter packs, but there's another hiding away. Subscribers to PlayStation Plus have now been granted a new pack featuring Alina Scorch, and her backbling is already teasing the next one, with her pickaxe waiting there on the side. One thing that didn't get updated though was Spawn Island. We start every match of the season right here, but this is the first time in years it didn't get changed. Loot Island didn't get a remix either, but I guess it makes sense since they're already kinda Greek themed. Now people are complaining about a new cosmetic that dropped in the shop. AFK is an emote we have all wanted for years, and Fortnite finally delivered, but there's an issue. The one place you'd use it the most doesn't work, the lobby. It only plays for 20 seconds here before ending, so people are begging Epic to make it another emote that lasts forever. While you're waiting for your friend to return, head up to Summit Temple and check out the mysterious book here. It's all alone on a table with a chair for whoever's studying it, leaving players confused if it's a lore secret or just a random prop. It seems to show a boat and some other symbols, so we'll have to look out for it in the future. Someone really should tell the Islanders about the new season though, because the transport maps are completely outdated. These things went from revealing the future with the snow melting to being extremely late to the new changes. Since the Society were the ones running the railway, my best guess is there's no one left to fix it now. That's 30 things you didn't know about Season 2. It's been Tommy, and keep it here on Top 5 Gaming.